Governor Moore is calling for accountability for 16-year-old Kanaiyah Ward, who died in the state's care.
But Fox 45's Mackenzie Frost reports what that looks like isn't clear.
Mackenzie pressed the governor and joins us live from the newsroom with some new details on the state's investigation. Mackenzie.
Mary and Kai, we know that the state's own investigation found the contractors involved working with Kanaiyah Ward were negligent following her death. But as our investigation continues, there are several unanswered questions surrounding what the Department of Human Services top leaders were doing in the days following her death. In October, Fox 45 News filed a public records request trying to uncover what top leaders within the Department of Human Services were saying about the death of 16-year-old Kanaiyah Ward. Ward struggled with her mental health for years. Her family turned to the state for help. This report, obtained by Fox 45 News, shows the lengthy history working with the Department of Social Services starting in the summer of 2022. But by September 2025, Ward was living in a Baltimore City hotel under the supervision of Fenwick Behavioral Services. Fenwick was contracted by DHS to provide a one-on-one aid for Ward, but the report found 3 Fenwick employees negligent, leading to Ward's suicide.
Hey, everybody. Happy New Year.
Tuesday, we questioned Governor Wes Moore about the latest findings.
How can you ensure that the children in the state's care are protected and will be cared for when contractors hired by DHS are found negligent?
Yeah, I mean, what happened to Mrs. Ward is a tragedy. And I've said it before, and I will continue to say it, it's unacceptable. It's something that is of the utmost importance. I believe there needs to be accountability for what happened to Ms. Ward, and it's the reason that why we have referred this to the local state's attorney for further examination.
The state's attorney's office is declining to bring criminal charges involved. What does accountability look like then?
Well, I can't speak to open cases, nor can I speak to the state's attorney. My personal belief, there has to be accountability for what happened to Ms. Ward.
What that accountability means for the governor, though, isn't clear. We did question Baltimore City State's Attorney Ivan Bates about why his office is choosing not to pursue charges. The report says the Fenwick employee ended up on the clock in the hotel with Ward for more than 50 hours due to sick calls.
So we can't hold this worker responsible criminally from what we could tell.
And the company, did they play a role in this? The person who employed this person?
Well, look, without going into the civil lawsuit, I'm sure some attorneys already jumped on it. I think there are some concerns, and I can understand why a civil attorney would potentially file a lawsuit.
What top DHS leaders, including Secretary Rafael Lopez, were discussing after Ward died on September 22nd remains a mystery, despite our public records request from October 23rd. One day after we brought up the issue again on air, has yet to provide any information about the communication. Fox 45 News received copies of 2 text messages and this letter saying the agency found more than 660 emails matching our request. To get them, DHS says it'll cost $944. Now, this is not the end of our investigation. We're going to continue pushing for answers until we learn exactly what leaders within the Department of Human Services were doing and talking about following the death of a child in the state's care. Live in the newsroom, Mackenzie Frost, Fox 45 News.
I'm Mary Bubala. Thank you for watching. Here's another video for you to watch. Also take some time to subscribe to our YouTube channel.